Today the Holy Spirit taught me something. How it's so important for us to yield to what He says beyond our feelings, beyond our current circumstances, and so on. There was this young lady, I was hosting a meeting today as usual with my Kingdom ladies, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have this meeting or not. And I just still felt like, Ruth, you have to have the meeting. And, this young lady, to the point that she actually cried. At the end of the meeting, I had the scriptures that the Holy Spirit had given unto me for us to pray about. And she literally was crying. She was like, wasn't even sure I was going to be able to join because my circumstance was causing me not to be able to join. But like my spirit, I just have not been myself, and etc., etc. And she was literally crying. I was so wowed by just how God can use us to be vessels. She was like, the scriptures and the verses that you just shared and what we prayed about was literally what I needed at this point in time. It was literally what I was feeling, what I'm going through, and what I really needed to remind me that I need to journey with God. I need to allow God to be my shelter. I need to always come back to Him. When I'm going through things, I need to always come back to Him, always. And it just strengthened me so much as she was crying and she was just sharing her testimony after we were closing the meeting. I was like, wow, imagine if I just chose to say, circumstances are not working out for me to have this meeting. This person, this individual needed God. She needed to hear God. And it just reminded me that I always need to allow God to use me. We always talk about God use me, but are we allowing God to use us? Even when it's inconvenient for us or things are seeming like the circumstances aren't working on our behalf for us to, but can we inconvenience ourselves for someone to benefit? She literally said, even in her prayer, she literally said that I saw the face of God. It touched my heart when she said that. I was like, wow. Someone is actually saying I encountered God because of what you said and because of what we shared. This moment of intimacy with God together in fellowship. The power of fellowship, the power of allowing God to use us. So I'm just sharing this so that we can allow God to use us in our personal lives, in our families, in our friends, with our co-workers, everywhere that we are. May we allow the Holy Spirit to use us, to speak through us, to allow us to be vessels for His name's sake and for His name to be glorified, and for someone to see Christ even in the darkest of moments, for someone to receive Him, for someone to encounter Him the way that they're not even imagining. How can I encounter God? And you will be used as a vessel, Him to express His love to that person through you. So may we allow God to use us as vessels, wherever we are, wherever you go. Don't carry Jesus for yourself. He is to be spread. He is to be shared. That's how we bring light into the world. That's how we bring light into the darknesses and the places where people are feeling like they're so vulnerable, so naked. He desires to be our shelter. He desires to be our shield. So allow God to use you as a vessel, always and forever. May God bless you. And I hope this encourage somebody and inspire somebody for us to allow ourselves as believers to be used by God. God bless you guys.